Bro, old school G. Old school G. See what I'm saying? You know what's up.
The Phillies, you're on that? The Sams?
Century Sam's, bro.
Alright, let's
I'll take you back to the band these days, bro.
It's the most reliable blunt ever.
Yes, it is.
Stays the same.
It is. And if you know how to peel it properly, you can roll it like this long.
Wop.
Oh, we used to do that wop true wop, some of them three backwards together. Two-man rolling like this.
Oh, fuck. The factory.
Water.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, we were having the good 420 blunt chemistry or blunt school conversation going on.
I have an Instagram page called Showcase Rollers.
Hey.
Follow it, bro.
No way. Showcase Rollers?
Yeah, man. Follow it. If you roll, you can post your shit. You know someone who rolls wicked. Tell them to post their shit. You want to challenge a man? Tell them to post their shit. Showcase Rollers.
But let's get to our interview.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got something a little bit different going on here. You know what I'm saying? Because we interview rappers on a regular basis, and we have rappers on camera on a regular basis. But these three gentlemen here have rappers on camera on a regular basis too. You know what I'm saying? And we've done roundtables before. Like we had the DJ roundtable, a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Where we had DJ Law, DJ Ritz, DJ Grouch, Mans from Montreal like DJ Majest, DJ Blaster, DJ Quite Sane. But we have never had this type of roundtable before, right? So with no further ado, we're having a video director roundtable, right?
The men behind the camera.
The men behind the camera, you know what I mean? The shooters, as they say, you know what I'm saying? So we have Cappin Roberts in the building. Brown Guy Made It.
You're watching a Brown Guy Made It visual.
And MWorks. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through, guys.
I know.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's wicked because like shit.
He's an alumni technically.
Yeah.
I was in behind the scenes last time.
Just like what you do, though. You're a cameraman.
I was in the behind the scenes last time.
One thing I want to ask y'all before we even y'all got bars? Any of y'all got bars? I'm not saying that I want you guys to rap now or something, but like any of y'all had like bars, secret bars?
No bars.
Once upon a time rappers?
No.
For me, yeah, but that's kind of how like I got into.
Swing the mic over.
For me, that's kind of how I got into video production. Like it all started off with me attempting to shoot my own music videos. So I remember I had like a laptop and I had my track, so I just had the webcam facing forward and just doing that in a new process. It made me realize, it's kind of something I could do.
Yeah. So you don't rap anymore, MWorks?
No, this is a long time. And when I was making tracks, it was just like for fun.
Okay. So you weren't like y'all want to be the next Jay-Z?
No.
It's a hobby.
Okay. Wow. All right. What's the favorite videos that y'all shot for the whole year? Because first of all, actually, before we even get to that, how many videos has each one of y'all shot for the year of 2019 alone?
2019.
Yeah. Let's start with you, MWorks.
2019, probably somewhere between 20 to 40.
Oh, wow, 40. Wow. Brown Guy Made It.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Maybe like 10 to 15.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe like 10 to 15.
Okay.
I think. It might be more, but sometimes
maybe a little bit more than that, dog. You know what I'm saying? KR.
I'd say like 30 to 40, around that range.
Okay. Favorite one?
2019. I'll have to take out my phone and look for that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me pull it up. I have one that's sick that's coming up just now, actually.
Okay.
I can pick up that one.
That's going to be dropping in 2019?
Yeah, it's dropping right just now. It's dropping on Friday, I believe.
Ooh. From who?
Bizz, Killer the Crip.
Fuck boys trying to talk shit. Spark sticks aiming at the brain, then I'm getting brain from a smart bitch. Niggas saying my boss sick. Hoes saying I'm.
That's a big one. I collabed up with Horazio for that one. That was big.
Okay.
Yeah, let's drop the preview for that.
Okay.
That's a big one right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite video, Brown Guy?
I have like 3 that are kind of like on the same level. I have one that hasn't dropped yet. That's the Cash Poppy Boss one. Full like little movie. I have one that I shot for Ramon. R&B style.
Okay.
How could you make me invest all this time and not know what it is? How did you think I was playing you, baby? We could have had.
It's called Get It. That was premiered on BET. And then Don't Need Designer.
Alive, fam. Alive, fam. What you done, pun, fam?
I get something for the house right now, but you know me already, fam. The Raptors just won, fam.
Oh, Black of the Dawn.
Oh, yeah. That was a big one.
That one there was probably my top.
Okay, before you swing the mic over to MWorks,
Yeah.
with that video, Don't Need Designer, did you guys have issues with the Walmart?
Only in one.
Okay.
So we shot over multiple days. We shot with Savy, perfectly fine. We shot with Bucks, perfectly fine. Shot with Nick. Bro, this kid got us kicked out of the Walmart. The lady was following us. She was like, yeah, you know the great big like ball pen that holds all the big balls. Pause. Nick was climbing inside of it.
Wow.
And the lady comes over and she starts yelling at us, and he's like, "What do you mean? I seen the kids over here smoking inside a Walmart. That guy there is crazy. He's nuts."
Oh, man. MWorks.
Favorite video? My favorite video for this year would probably be one I shot for this dude named K-Slick, song called Motion. But we shot that in New Mexico, so that was
Dope
like a
video.
Ooh, appreciate it.
Yeah,
That was like a whole new experience for me, just to be in that part of the States. You know, we were like an hour away from Mexico, so it was like a whole different culture shift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's definitely my favorite one for this year.
How many days was that shoot?
3 days.
Okay.
Did you have any problems like filming your video there?
Like no
like
technical
locals,
problems.
like police or anything, like giving you a hard time because you guys aren't from there, or
No, none of that sort.
Okay.
I want to go back a little bit, right? Like, because you were mentioning before how you were a rapper before, and then you started getting into music videos and stuff like that, right? But like, what was going on before that? Like, where did you grow up? What was because we're always talking to rappers and finding out what's going on with them. But like, I want to find out like your upbringings and stuff like that brought you to the place where now I want to start directing videos or get into like doing things artistically, right? So let's start with you, MWorks. Like, what side of the city, or did you grow up here in Toronto?
No, I'm from Saga, but during the times when I was like from 2013 to up till now, I've lived in like different parts of the city. So different years I was like in different areas and stuff. But I grew up I'm good still. Yeah, but I grew up in Saga. And yeah, pretty much got my career started throughout there, but obviously it was like throughout the whole city from west to east that really just helped my name grow.
Yeah. What was teenage life like? Like, were you like a athletic guy? Because you're pretty tall, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely played ball. I was into just the same things that, me and all my friends were,
Yeah.
Ball grabber.
Music, freestyling,
Okay. Brown Guy, what part of the city did you grow up in?
So I grew up in Saga.
Okay.
In Clarkson.
Okay.
And then I moved all around. Like, I've lived in Fort Erie. I lived in Hamilton, just all over.
Okay.
I just kind of moved around a lot.
Yeah.
What's like in Fort Erie?
Yes.
The winters are horrible. If you don't drive, even the summer times, you get ticks everywhere.
Wow.
Ticks. Those little bugs.
I know ticks are. I know.
Horrible. I'm a big guy. I had them under my belly one time.
Oh fuck!
Hold on a second. Ticks in the winter?
Nah, in the summertime.
In the summertime. Okay, I missed that part. I missed that part.
I don't know what the ticks does.
Ticks.
They're bugs. They basically suck your blood.
And like if you try to pull them out, their head gets stuck inside.
But where are they coming from? Are they flying?
Well, no, because in Fort Erie, it's a lot of open space, right? It's a very, very small town. You got like Buffalo right there at the border.
Yeah, it's a border.
But like a lot of high fields.
Okay.
So they
can
live in the fields, right? And if you live close to those fields, you're gonna get them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's cold. If you don't have a car, you're fucked.
Yeah, the snow. Like I remember, like up to my waist. trying to walk to the bus to get to school. Damn. Like, horrible.
That's insane.
Horrible.
That's insane. Wow. And what about you, Kara? What? Because there's an interview that dropped not too long ago. Shout out to Rich Noir. You know what I mean, on the one.
But there's obviously those dumb guys. Like, I've been impressed by guys, to be honest. DMs in person, like, it's crazy.
Right? I didn't get a chance to catch that interview yet, so I didn't know he probably asked you this. But for the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
All right, I can say it again. I'm actually from Rexdale, West End, Toronto.
Okay.
Born and raised. Grew up there my whole life. Still live there now.
Yeah. So with all the different ends that y'all grew up in, right? What's the first time that you started realizing that, you know, you had some kind of like artistic gene? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what made you pick up the camera?
Yeah.
Like, why not the mic or like sports? You were playing basketball. I don't know if you were playing any sports or you were playing any sports, but what made you decide, you know what? I'm gonna pick up this camera and shoot this from this side of the angle, this side of the lens.
I mean, for me, it was more like, it was fights at school. I'd pull out my cell phone, film all the fights. And then from there, I started working security. Okay. So I was in event security, so I was with all the artists. I was escorting the artists, and I kind of just like finessed my way into that side of the industry.
Oh.
Okay, so you were like in the right places at the right times.
Exactly. I was blessed enough to have those opportunities.
Yeah. And you with MWorks, right? Do you ever feel that like growing up there in Saga, there was like a harder connection to get into the scene?
Not necessarily a harder connection, because even before I started MWorks, like I was working with Face Films.
I see my head going sideways, thinking about a million things. But when it all falls down, I'm down for anything. Be careful who you ride for, might come back to different things.
So I was doing edits for them, and that's something that not a lot of people know. So I had connected with him and just built my bridges through them. And then just really started connecting with a lot of artists in the West End, and then my name just started growing. You know, just started gaining a lot of eminence, and then it just took off from there.
Yeah. With you, KR, what made you pick up the camera, man?
I always made like home videos and stuff. I always knew how to edit, so I started editing when I was like 12, 13. Sony Vegas, Adobe After Effects. So I always dabbled in it here and there.
Yeah.
I would say when I was like 50 or so, 18, high school. That's when I realized all my boys are rapping and stuff, and that's when I decided to pick it up and be serious with it, right?
Yeah. Wow. I know with us, we got all these cameras out here where we've stepped up our production over the years, you know what I'm saying? And I know the cost of the different cameras that we have over here, you know what I mean? Shout out to man like Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Gang. Right? He does videos as well, you know what I'm saying? And his camera is like what's the cost of your camera? Like $5K?
No, it's cheaper than that now. When I got it, it was like $4,000. It was A7 Sony S2.
Right?
But now it's like cheaper.
So now this model's cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, that's like computers. Every 6 months. Now you probably with cameras, it's probably even sooner than 6 months. And it's like the bodies, they can stay the same, but then the lenses. Yeah. That's where the real bread's at. It's the lenses. They kick you in the balls for the lenses.
Yeah, man. So the thing, what I want to know with y'all is like, what was the first camera like? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure the first camera is not the same camera that you guys have now.
Not at all.
All right. So let's start with you, MWorks. What was your first camera like?
First camera, my first camera. Well, actually, at the time, it was sick. You know, like you said, every 6 months something new is coming out. So at the time, like it was like the shit.
Let's get techie for a second. What was the model?
Canon 7D.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
No. Sorry, I had that after. Before it was a Canon T3i. T3i or 4i.
Still a good camera.
Yeah, still a good camera. Canon's obviously an amazing brand.
Better than a laptop camera.
Way better than that.
Yeah. What was the cost of it at the time?
I don't even know.
How'd you get it?
Cost. An artist gave it to me.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's someone who's seen in his vision.
Yeah.
Someone's seen your vision, like, here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
My first camera was
Brown Guy.
a Canon T2i and a nifty 50 millimeter lens. That was the one.
Hold on, I'm like,
trying to play it off like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, 50-50 lens.
So what is that? The 50-50 lens.
50 millimeters is like almost as close as what your eye actually sees.
Okay.
So you get like that full out blurred background, and because I was shooting a lot of like concerts and nightclubs, right? When I first started, so that was the lens.
Yeah.
Especially for concerts, because it's almost a zoomed focal length, right? And it's a fixed focal length, super low aperture, so like the lens opens very, very wide and allows a lot of light.
Yeah.
So that was my first camera and lens.
Yeah. What was the cost of one of those for the whole set?
So the camera itself cost me 2 paychecks, so it was like $900 for the camera at the time because it had just come out, and then the lens was like $120.
I like how you broke it down as it cost me 2 paychecks. Man didn't come with a figure. It's like, nah, you know, this shit cost me like 2 paychecks. I was like $900 for that, and then like fucking, you know.
You have to grind for that.
Yeah, hey,
remember, you know.
Hey, you got to, right?
No,
yeah, man. Real. KR, what about you? First camera. Same question.
Canon T6i.
Okay.
That was my first camera.
Okay. Now that's like, was that like, what year was this?
For me, it was late 2016, early 2017, around there.
Okay. So there. Like that was like the 1080 cameras, like 4K wasn't out yet.
No, I would say late 2015.
Okay.
Before that, but that was like the new thing. That was a new. They released the T model or T6 or whatever T2Is or whatever. They do all that model every year. So that year was a T6i.
Okay. And what was the cost of one of those cameras at the time?
I got that with the kit lens for like $1,000 in a package.
Not bad. I'm saying not bad, like, but like, it's like fucking not easy to accumulate that type of money when you're young too. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you guys using now? Like, what did you guys step up to now?
So right now my primary camera is a Sony A7S II, but I typically rent out a lot of cameras. Like I shoot with the Red a lot. I shoot with the Black Magic a lot. But my primary is an A7S II.
What about you,
Brown? Shoot on a Sony A7 III.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah. MWorks.
Same. Like I use the Sony A7. I have a Sony A7 III, and honestly, like I feel like Sony, the bodies alone have like really taken over the industry a lot.
Yeah. Like
majority of the Toronto directors, I don't want to put everyone in a box, but like a lot of them use Sony cameras.
We're using Sonys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're all three of our cameras are all Sonys. Yeah.
Like monsters.
Yeah. Video cost. That's what I want to know. All right, because I know as a former rapper. On Spotify.
Plugs it every time. For someone who's a retired rapper.
Hey, doesn't mean you can't go check out the old tunes. They're fire. But I know at the time I was paying like $2,000 a video. You know what I'm saying? My last video I did was like 2017, and I was still paying $2,000. Shout out to Casimir. You know what I'm saying? She did the video. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, I'm not saying exactly. That's just around there, right? I know it got way cheaper. What is the average cost of videos now?
It depends. Like for me, it all depends on like a matter of like for me to quote someone properly, I need to know like how much days they want, how much hours they want, what type of effects they want in the editing. There's a lot of factors that go into them. So before someone asks me for a price and I just shoot out a number to them, like I need to inquire about what they want. I need to see detail. Their vision first. So it really varies.
What about you, Brown Guy?
So I have a base price of $1,000.
Okay.
That includes 4 hours of my time being on set. If you need extra, it's whatever. I'll just stay. Johnny don't like it, but we'll just stay. That includes a concept for your video, and then anything extra like models, cars, locations, lighting, etc. You have to pay extra for that.
That's on you.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad. KR.
So typically when a client hits me up for a video, I ask them what their budget is, because I could create like a really high industry level video or like a more of like a hood video or like, you know what I'm saying? I do any type. So it's like I try to ask what their budget is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, typically you work solo or you work with a crew?
The budget's lower. If it's $1,000 to a $1,500 budget, I work solo. Anything over $1,500 to around $5,000, which is probably around my higher budgets.
Wow.
I work with I get a crew.
$5,000 budget. That's what video?
There's a few out there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a few.
So what is that?
I'm actually shooting one next month, mid-December, that I'm planning right now. That's a $5,000 budget.
Okay.
And for you guys, also, do you work solo or with a crew?
Yeah.
So with me, it's sometimes I'll bring like a gaffer, like an assistant, or any other time it's just me and Johnny.
Stop. Gaffer for the people who are...
So a gaffer is somebody who like helps set up lights, and if you need like, let's say, tape, they'll grab it, they'll tape it up to whatever it needs to be taped up to.
Okay. Okay, that's some technical shit, yo. Holy fuck. MWorks.
For me, majority of the videos I've done have just been me by myself, but depending on how big the video is, I have people that I could go to and hire, you know, for the day or for however many hours I need them.
Yeah.
So there's always, I always have crew members that are available on deck, all depending on, you know, the situation.
Yeah. One thing that came to mind when y'all are, we're talking about like, even like just these videos and the budgets and the different, you know, locations and stuff like that. You ever get a fucking video where it's like, this is fucking spooky right now, man? Cause like, we're in Toronto, fam. You know what I'm saying? It gets spooky sometimes. So you ever been on a video shoot where you're like, yo, this is fucking spooky, and you don't have to specify the video shoot, but you ever been spooked out on a fucking video shoot? Like, yo, I might not make it off of this fucking shoot. Let's start with you, MWorks, because you seem like you're pretty like, you know, straight-laced guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's definitely times where I won't say spooked, but times when you're on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean? So you always want to be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely there's been times, but I've never had any like altercations or incidents at any video shoots.
Yeah. What about you, brown guy?
I've had I've dabbled in some spooky shoots.
Do tell.
My first one, like when I first got into like video, I wasn't really. I had a really bad issue with social anxiety. So being around people, just in general, it like, you know, put you in a situation. I remember a video shoot. We were shooting inside one of the buildings, and cops rolled up, and every man was duck, get on the ground, and guys looking out the window.
Oh wow!
You know, that there was my first one, and like it was kind of like just me and nobody else. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, can I film this? Like, this is sick. Because like I'd never been in a situation like that. I don't know what they're doing. I'm like, what's going on? But I'm like, that's a scene from a movie. Literally.
It goes down.
Yeah.
You're always looking for the perfect scene.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, man, it was a little spooky, so I didn't know what the hell was going on.
You're like, I don't know if I'm gonna get out of this one.
Yeah.
Wow. What about you, KR? I feel like you've seen some crazy shit.
I feel like earlier in my career, definitely early in the career, I've been through some spooky shoots where
you're a Rex man too.
Cops rolled up. It's like I've had cops roll up on me. I've had a lot of things happen. Not like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to go into any specifics of any events. I've had a few things happen to me, but lately in the last 2 years, I feel like I've been established. So I don't really get into those situations. I go to places that are pretty safe and they already know a shoot's happening, so no one's really questioning anything.
Yeah, most Cappin, because and let me explain myself here. We know that we're filming a version of reality, most times fantasy, right? We know motherfuckers ain't living like that every day, and some people are, or some people. So what's the most Cappin you ever seen in video?
All rappers cap.
But the most Cappin, you're like, okay, I've heard some stories, because it's not like this is the first time that, you know, we've, like, I've done like with the 6 Views, Sunny visual, shot by Huss, and you know, I feel like I spoke to somebody else that behind the scenes told me about a video where man's had a Lambo, right? And that could be any video, because there's not videos man's have a Lambo, but man's don't really have the Lambo. And the rental was so fucking like weak on it that like they had to borrow the fucking money from grandma or some shit like that. And
pulling their business on the front page.
And the motherfucker, fam, I'm not specifying nothing. The guy who's the rental agent or whatever had to stand there with the fucking Lambo. You motherfuckers can't move this shit. So that's the type of capping. That's like high level capping. Give me one of those.
I'm not even trying to like throw rappers under the bus right now, but like
no specific names. You don't have to unless you want to. I'm just playing.
A lot of the times you see these sick cars, that's what's happening. There's a man
like the guy's just standing right there.
He's on set watching, making sure nothing. If you have to move that whip, he's there. If you have to drive it, like that guy's on you. Like even if you're driving from like that end of the room to here, like he's watching. Like you know what I'm saying? You're going crazy. Any high end car, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Because what happens is it's like the deposit's so high that like no rappers have a credit card with like a 10, 15K but 15K limit on it. So it's like.
What's the deposit? Sorry to interrupt you.
The $15,000 on your credit card. You know what I'm saying? Or cash. So it's like no one has that. So it's like a lot of these rappers don't have that. So they won't want to rent the car for the day or whatever. So the guy comes out on set for like $1,000 or you know what I'm saying?
That's a lot, B. That's crazy.
Trust me.
Brown guy.
I shoot with a lot of cars and a lot of girls. So, you know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes where, like KR said, you know, the man's standing there. Now, I have a good relationship with the guy that we use for our rentals. So if I'm like, yeah, the artist is cool, he'll let him drive.
Right.
You know, he just stands back, whatever. As long as the car doesn't get wrecked, then he doesn't care.
Yeah.
As long as you're not ripping it, getting tickets and whatnot, then, you know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Cap-wise, like, you know, like you said, it's a fantasy. Right? It's an alternate reality. You're selling entertainment. So you have to have that in the image in order for the suburban white kids to buy into
the dream.
Even anyone.
And you know what? And before we get to you, MWorks, I don't want to make it derogatory by calling it capping. Even though it's capping.
Fetty said, "Fake it till you make it."
Fake it till you make it, right? Facts. MWorks, most capping ass story.
I mean, like Brown Guy said, like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and I mean, like music videos and movies, they're all in really the same realm. It's all an act at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I mean, I've seen artists, well, not multiple artists, but one time I've seen an artist have to, like, if the bread he was flashing, he had to get back to his Dukes after. Woo! So it's like, when you're seeing that, it's like, okay, shit, not everything really is what it seems. So when you're watching these videos, you know what I mean? You can't just, don't look at the image and think that everything there is real. A lot of it is a facade.
Mom Dukes want that money back.
Yeah, I think that's worse than the rental. Flossing with Mom Duke's money, and she's standing on set like, you better give me every dollar back. Boy, I know there's $5,000 there.
Watching every fucking one of those dollars.
Did you guys see that 6Buzz post when like that $50 bill, that kid's flexing on the balcony and like the 50 flies away?
No.
You didn't see that?
No, what happened?
He's flexing his dollars on the balcony and they're shooting a music video. And like he's flossing doing his thing, and like a 50 flies off the balcony and he's going crazy trying to catch it.
Wow.
And it flies off.
Oh my goodness.
Gal them. Okay.
Okay, what about them?
Oh, you're asking a question.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
With the gal them. Are man them fucking down gal them on the video shoots? Listen, I know for me, I'm not asking the question for me, okay? Because I've been done rapped enough fucking videos, had enough girls in the videos, all that shit. Been there, done that, right? So
He's
I know.
Retired rapper, folks. Don't forget.
Retired rapper on Spotify. All right.
Quick plug. Have to.
Are man them tearing down the 1-2 shotties during the video shoot or before the shoot or whatever, for the people who are in the audience who don't know, because they just watch and they're like, yo, these videos are crazy, yo, look at that girl's ass, all that, but they're like, yo, they're thinking, yo, man, that must be fucking all these girls. Is that happening or not?
100%. And even a lot of the time,
for real?
Yeah, not during the shoot, or maybe not before the shoot, but maybe after, when all the work is done.
They're tearing it down.
The party time.
Not every time, but yeah.
More times. Wow, I didn't expect that answer actually. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm whack.
New Jenna.
Brown guy made it. Give me some fucking tea. Man. That's crazy.
Yeah. With me?
He's like, damn, shit.
With me, it's strictly professional. And like, I do a lot of shower scenes with models. And a lot of models.
You did it yourself.
No, I'm in the shower. We know. But not like a lot of models that I work with. They won't work with a lot of directors because there's a lot of creeps. I've heard stories where directors are shooting sex scenes for way too long. They're having way too much fun watching it happen while filming.
Almost making porns.
Yeah, and like when we shoot shower scenes, 9 out of 10 times, or bathtubs, 9 out of 10 times, it's just us and the girls. There's no artists. The artists are outside. If the girls are nude, in my shoots at least, the artists and everybody else is out of the room.
Wow.
Because you want the girl to feel as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're gonna get the best performance.
Yeah, professional.
That's crazy.
And at the same time, you're paying these girls a premium price. And a lot of these girls, they're regular girls. They're not out here smashing every guy, at least to my knowledge. Afterwards, I don't care. Do your thing.
Premium price? What's the premium price?
So, when my girls, if they're clothed for a 4-hour duration, is $250. If they're not clothed, then it's like a 5 bills, 6 bills for that 4 hours. And like all these girls.
I'll get that plug on us.
This is good. Keep going.
We told you in the group, fam.
You see in the group chat, bro. You gotta turn those notifications on.
They go quick, like they just go.
Trust me,
he has it off for like a year right now.
Yo, the thing is, I go in it like for like 10 minutes a day, say what up, you know what I'm saying, and I hop out quick.
Man,
it goes up like 20 pages long, like you can't keep up.
Yeah, you go back, there's 100 messages after.
It's crazy in there.
Wow. Okay. I don't feel like asking you the same question, Care. I want to ask all of y'all, starting with you, how many sets of titties have y'all seen over the video shoots? Have you ever? Ricky Dred question.
This guy had to go there.
Hilarious.
So how many sets did you see?
If you could give a fucking ballpark figure.
Ballpark figure?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you're saying topless or?
Yeah.
Okay.
50 plus.
50 plus?
I'd say so. I'm there.
Okay. Brown guy made it.
I'd say like, damn, I shoot a lot of crazy shit. So like, yeah, maybe like 60, 100 plus.
Wow.
There's some scenes where I have like 15 girls and they're all topless, throwing pillows at each other. You know?
You ever need me to DP?
Come on, don't ask me how.
You guys are networking on set.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
100 titties. And what
right, it's too much.
I mean, I'm not even sure the number.
There's
I can't
too
really,
many titties to count.
I never really kept track, right?
But
I mean, like since when I started up from 2013, like Brown Guy said, like you'll be shooting a lot of different type of shit. You'll be seeing a lot of shit. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the number that would be.
Wow. Yo, this video is definitely getting demonetized.
I've even seen. I've been on tour and girls even like flash for the video.
Wow.
Like, I have bare scenes of that. Like.
Just because they see a camera. Wow.
Girls gone wild, man.
Hey. Okay. Speaking of demonetization, I want to do a quick ad here before we continue. Match pipes, the first all-in-one weed pipe / lighter. Okay. We're giving away a match pipe right now. Sorry.
For Friday's bougie smoking on the go.
Mine is broken, but don't worry about that. All right. So it could be a lighter, and you smoke your weeds. You know what I'm saying?
We have weed in there. Oh shit. Okay.
So hit them up, matchpipes.com. We're doing
a giveaway.
If you can guess the contents of the box, it's gonna be in the video that we dropped earlier,
and it's in previous episodes.
You will get your name put in the draw to get a free matchbox. All right, it's worth $50. All right, and if you want to get a discount, hit them up, matchpipes.com, and use the promo code WLHH20 to get a 20% discount. insane.
And yeah, 20 people we're gonna pick, and then we're gonna grab your names, put them in a randomizer, aka a hat, and draw a winner.
Facto.
And we're also doing a giveaway at 7,500 on YouTube.
Yes.
So when we get 7,500 subscribers, we're gonna do a giveaway.
Yes. Look out for that. The creative process. One thing I want to know with you guys, when you're like getting into making a music video, right? How much of the creative process do you guys have, like input do you have in making the video? Or is it all on the artist?
Well, a lot of the times it depends. Like, before we actually shoot the video, I'll get together with the artists, either through phone call, in person, whatever the means may be, and we'll discuss the vision, we'll discuss what they want to do. But I've been fortunate to work with a lot of artists that have granted me a lot of creative control, and then when the final product is done, we just make our tweaks and changes from there. So it all depends on the shoot. Sometimes the artist will know exactly what they want to do. A lot of the times they just say, yo, just work your magic, and then get it done.
Brown Guy Made It.
So like MWorks said, you have to talk to the artist. A lot of artists, they come with a concept, and they come with a concept, and you can bounce ideas off of them, like, yo, this looks stupid, let's try this. And if an artist is very stubborn, then you shoot what they want, and then you're like, all right, let's shoot this as well. And then you just throw what you wanted in the edit. But I am fortunate enough to have like a decent amount of artists that give me creative control. And that's when you see like those super cinematic style videos.
Where you just get to go ham.
Or like you get guys like Blacka, where we all sit down as a collective and we come up with the ideas, and then we just execute them.
What about you, KR?
So how I usually started off is artists will contact me, get in contact with me. I call them, FaceTime, or meet up if they're close or whatever. Get all the ideas they want to get. I kind of brainstorm what I can put, what I can add, or what I can take away. Usually any Toronto guy, they usually want the Airbnb, so I try to tell them that's overplayed right now. Scratch that. Let's do something else, put the bread somewhere else, get another location. But after that's set, then we get into booking a date. We need to get cast models, get that all set up, and then film from there.
Dope.
So when it comes to the shoot and stuff, who does the location scouting? You guys do it, or they pay you to, like, or they do it themselves, or?
Some artists they know what they want. Some guys know what they want, and then some guys are more like open, like they said, to your creative control. So sometimes I'll have a guy who says, okay, I know I want this, and that in my video, and I go, okay, I can put that in there, let me incorporate that. And then I build a treatment for that with my ideas, and then give it back to them. And once that's finalized, we're good to go.
I was talking earlier about how, like, what I used to pay before and like what's the price is now, and it's relatively not that different, but it is a little bit lower on average, right? Do you feel that the craft that you guys do is underappreciated?
Yep, I definitely do. I definitely feel like it's underappreciated, because you get artists where, for one, this is a business. As much as we do it for the culture, at least I know, the majority of us do it for the culture, because we love what we do, and we love film, and we love hip hop. We want to help people. It's a business. The equipment's expensive. Our time is priceless. So like my price is based off of the time that I put in. And we get a lot of artists who are, yo fam, you can't bless me with like $600, fam. And it's like, no, but I know somebody who might be able to. Just not me. And it's kind of like a slap in the face, because I know like with KR, MWorks, they've been at it for a long time too, and like KR's visuals are sick. MWorks has some of the craziest effects, and like he's consistent. They're both consistent. So I know if like somebody was to hit them up and be like, yo KR, let me get a video for $5 bills, KR's probably gonna just leave them on scene. I'd probably do the same thing, but I definitely feel like we're underappreciated, especially with the price.
MWorks, what do you think about that?
Well, I feel like just becoming a video director and the camera equipment, everything has just become so much more accessible as opposed to the last 10 years. And even when you look at like supply and demand, back then it would have been a lot harder just to get like a video director. If you're just like a local artist and you don't have a budget. You know what I mean? So when you look at the supply and demand like that, that does kind of factor into why you could see directors as unappreciated, but I feel like Another thing that's different from shooting videos now as opposed to before is that the directors, we're doing a lot more than just shooting and editing. Like a lot of times you'll be doing the color correcting, you'll be doing promos, certain marketing, depending. You'll be getting the videos out for different formats. And there's just a lot of things that go on behind the scenes and after the video shoot is done that you don't necessarily see when you're watching the video. So in that sense, you could say that becoming a director is a little bit underappreciated in terms of the work that goes on. It's still just as laborious as shooting a video however many years ago. It's just a different shift.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, KR?
I personally feel like right now, because the way technology is moving, getting a 4K camera is so accessible right now. Like, anyone could go to the store, drop $600, $700, get a 4K camera that's giving you a clean image to make a video. Get a gimbal right now, Ronin S, $500. You get that, you're set for a bit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you were in the game, when you were doing your thing, to get a gimbal, like I remember when I first started, I rented the Movi, and that gimbal was like, I think it was like $600 for the day to rent.
I don't know what a gimbal is.
What you hold and the camera sits on.
Okay.
So, but right now the DJI came out with one that's way cheaper. So I'm saying you can get a DJI rental probably $150 right now. And
that's the thing that keeps the camera stable, so you're not getting a shaky camera when you're moving around. Yeah.
So I just feel like
that's vital.
A lot of things are more accessible, which is why video prices went down. The game's oversaturated. So many kids can come up, buy a camera. They already know how to edit. They're doing their little thing, and it's game from there, right?
So how do you all stay ahead of that?
You gotta just keep relevant. You know what I'm saying? Work with top guys, put out good projects, put out good work. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it consistent, like Brown Guy was saying, and then from there, I've stayed busy, so I've really seen.
Yeah, man. How do you stay ahead of that, Brown Guy?
I mean, with me, it's more about the person behind the camera than the camera itself, right? So if you have somebody who has experience, you know, you're 10,000 hours before you're actually good at something.
Yes.
You have those people who have reached almost that, so their experience level is a lot better. So you're able to push yourself more, and then plus branding is key, and that's something I learned. That's personally, I think my branding is why I'm at such a different level than a lot of people. That tag in the beginning of the video. Yeah.
What about you, MWorks? Because you also have a tag in the beginning of your videos too.
So the tag, I had that for a while ago, but I feel like just in terms of staying relevant, for me it's not about making viral videos. I'm more focused on making videos that are memorable, because when I think about the music videos that I go back and watch that were from years ago, they're not necessarily the biggest videos, but it's just certain things about that I guess I kind of resonate with, and I want to go back and watch it again. It's not necessarily a video that was super hot at the time. So my focus has really been just to make videos that have been memorable, and you'll want to watch it years from now.
Yo, man, this is dope, man. This is dope, like, to be able to get a good conversation going on with y'all, man. There's a couple more things I want to cover before we're done this interview here, because you guys see a lot. You guys are video directors for multiple Toronto rappers in this city, right? And just you get to see like the climate of the city, whether you're behind a lens or just living here. Okay, now, long question short, right? We all been asking this for maybe like more than a dozen episodes. Maybe 50, 60 episodes now. We've been asking.
Got a nice montage.
Yeah, definitely. And we've been putting out clips of this montage of looking for a solution to the crazy way that our city's been becoming, right? Like 2018 having record years in the murder rate, 2019 reaching the same. What do you guys feel that we can do so that we don't have a repeat of all of the crazy shit in 2020? You know what I mean? Start bringing this shit down. Let's start with you, MWorks.
I feel possibly more programs that are accessible to the youth to help them, you know, when you have spare time and when you have free time, because a lot of the times if you don't have something to do, you'll end up in the streets or in positions where you could get yourself in trouble.
Facts.
So if you have programs that that kind of take your mind off of that and just help you build up whatever it is you want to do, depending, that would be good too. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of solutions and a lot of ways you could look at it, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
That would be my opinion.
Brown Guy Made It. How do you feel?
The same way as MWorks. I've actually, the whole reason why I got into videos, other than like, you know, just being able to, was I wanted to start an at-risk youth project and shoot short films and documentaries on at-risk youth.
Nice.
Showing them how to turn a negative into a positive. And because I couldn't afford school, YouTube wasn't as advanced as it is now.
Yeah.
You know, I had to jump into something to learn in order to push that.
Yeah.
Definitely youth programs, more focusing on collaborating and focusing on the bag, because if we're all eating, then nobody's gonna be out here fighting over who's eating and who's not.
Facts.
So yeah, just definitely more youth programs focusing on the bag.
Yeah. Dope. Care, how do you a solution that, or not like a one answer solution, but like something that we could start doing as a community even to bring it down?
Just like picking up what they were saying, just with the youth. Because right now with the youth, a lot of these guys that have problems, we're like taking pics together and we're friends when they were kids.
Yeah.
And like they went to school together when they were kids, and it's
playing
just
ball and shit. Yeah.
Exactly, playing ball, playing soccer, doing their thing. So it's like once they get to 16 and they get with the OGs now, then it's like, oh, you're not supposed to like anyone from that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it starts with the youth. You have to break it through the youth. And definitely another thing would be in the community with policing. Like there's a big gap with policing, like, but there's a lot of racism with policing, so
yeah,
we don't even trust our policing, so it's like
there's a disconnect.
There's a big disconnect.
Yeah.
You can't trust the people that are supposed to protect you. Who can you trust, right?
Exactly. Yeah, man. You know, I really we really appreciate these answers from y'all, because like we've been using them for montages, and like a lot of people watch our show. You know what I mean? Like not like to toot our own horn or anything, but like I feel like a lot of the youth have been connecting with us, and if they're watching, we got to give them jewels.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your 2020s looking like for all of y'all? You know what I'm saying? So, would you care? What's your 2020 looking like?
2020, more videos, a lot of big videos coming soon. I'm trying to work with a lot of artists that have a name that are doing saying. I'm traveling a lot. I just came back from England.
Nice.
So a lot of traveling, a lot of videos, a lot of work.
Dope. How about you, Brown Guy?
I'm trying to go to LA. Just try to build a network out there. Obviously more MTM videos.
Yes.
Just keep
Shout
pushing,
out MTM.
keep pushing the mandem. And yeah, man, just keep creating, really.
Nice. MWorks, what about you?
For me, it would really just be to crystallize a lot of ideas that I've had like from a few years back, because like I feel like in 2016, when I feel like I was at my pinnacle, like I've always been the type of person where I'm always looking for a new challenge.
Yes.
So once I seen that I was at the top of whatever you could classify me as a director, I felt like I started going after something different. So for the last few years, I've just been working on a program. I want it to be a combination of a workshop and also just teaching. So we're going to be teaching a lot of the new digital arts, a lot of new technologies, and just really bring it to the youth and give them an option to see, hey, if you want to try this, you could try this, see if you like it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they'll never know what they're into until they actually try it.
Yes.
So that's really what my transition has been like for the last couple of years. It hasn't been so much on videos and just been on just moving the brand to a more of an enterprise, really.
That's dope, man.
I like that.
Yeah, man. We got MWorks in the building. We got Brown Guy Made It in the building. We got Kevin Roberts, aka KR, in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Good roundtable.
Yeah, man. Nice roundtable discussion with the video directors. I want to hold y'all for a quick moment. We have something called Smoke and Mirrors. All right.